should be there. I thought I seen this. I thought I seen this.
Just need 3. So we just need 3.
Yeah.
So that you do-
John, okay? You didn't make it? No, I thought,
I think you had to go back to the hospital.
I thought he said, I'm like, I'll go to the hospital and make it. At the end,
That's what she was just
I must have
telling me.
misunderstood.
Yeah, went back to the hospital. Yeah.
Is Jenna still on? Or?
That's what I was gonna ask her. She walked on and she was
I
still
don't,
back or
I
not.
saw the email.
I'm just busy at work. I don't know if I'm coming or going.
Right.
I literally got off at work at 4:30, made it back here, enough to change, and then here I
Yeah, I
am.
was out doing farm work. 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I haven't even ate today, so that's how bad it's been. It's been,
I'm good.
yeah. Every time I would go to eat, a call would come in, and I had to go do the call, and it's like,
15th through the 29th. Yeah.
No.
So that's what I was like, there's just 4. So someone's.
that's why I was asking about. I was like, I see 4, but I didn't know she was back from her.
I should love the water. I'm never drinking the water.
Oh my God.
First one I thought was kids.
Dog.
Yeah. I wish there was a light on this side. Let's
Yeah.
see if this camera's on. I just get paranoid. Yep.
agenda still alive, Tom?
Yes. As far as I know, yeah.
March 24th, got the date right. Yeah, that's good. All right, signatures. We call them paychecks today.
That's what I was doing while I was in here waiting.
Did you sign something before you went?
Yeah, I know, I left I think it's a blue folder for you, Richard.
Did you sign all?
No, the only one I was going, you signed it, so Jimmy initially.
No, I signed something. It must have been the green folder.
Yeah. Alright, the camera's on, and it's 6 o'clock.
You get ready to scrimp here.
Anywhere for Nathan?
My phone just came on, so I haven't texted him yet.
Give me 30 seconds.
There he is.
You got initial all these?
Except for the pretty fast. That's pretty hard to do, too. And I'm not gonna lie.
How you doing, Nick?
I don't know what time it was. Last I looked, it was 350 something. Finally got the greenhouse done.
Hey,
Half a day, my foot. 2.5 days.
Richard at 6:02.
Just had to register, that's what it was.
It's never as simple as they say.
I'm thinking IKEA made it because I have extra pieces. Yeah, I mean, it's all screws, but I think they gave me some extras in case I lost some.
Is the greenhouse, is that what you said?
Yeah. It's one of the little aluminum frame, like Harbor Freight.
What did that cost you?
$400. Well,
That's not bad compared to 3,500.
yeah. Well, that was for that. Then I bought 2x6s and cinder block base and shelving and didn't work out. It's like 2 inches too short in between each other.
Oh,
each shelf.
man.
I mean, it'll work for plants, but it wouldn't work for what I gotta do. I'm just tired of getting wounded. I stabbed myself 6 times in various places in a course of less than 6 hours. So I had like one there, one there, one there, one here, one over here. It's like every time I turned around. Today's stunt was I kept stepping off the ladder 1 step too early.
That's scary for me.
Hey, that's quite a jolt.
It is.
I mean, you're only dropping that hard, but kind of jolts your system a little bit.
I'm on blood thinners right now, and it's like, I get on that ladder and all I can think is you cannot fall, you cannot fall.
And it never fails when you're thinking that. It's like you're gonna fall or cut your arm or something.
Well, Dad did it real bad the last 10 years that he was alive. I started
Some of
doing
them are
it
just
to
misprints, but
kind of,
something.
I call it onion skin.
Mhm.
You just like
Some of them
walk
are
by
misprints.
something and bleed.
Yeah,
Or they could
And
be
you're
a
like,
check that's already.
Okay, now where'd that come from?
yeah. It's even worse on blood thinners.
I walked out to the street and was talking to the UPS guy, and I looked down, and there's a just running from the top of my hand, just dripping over. And I'm like, I didn't even touch anything.
The street light at 780 and Oklahoma.
And at least if I hit something, I
Okay, I think that might, these
but
just need to.
Amanda's a bit, you're
I
leaving.
think that might
Yeah.
be,
How'd you do that?
on our list, but I'll double check.
It is.
Okay,
'Cause I've got my own, that's the thing that we don't use.
okay.
That one's part of the town. No, that's the part.
Yeah, that's the current one.
From 1999.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've said nonsense. In the last account.
These ones you signed.
Yep.
And I got hold of the auditor to ask if he's turned in our audit reports to kind of see when they're supposed to be releasing those funds.
Mhm.
He's only turned in 24 and 25. I don't know why he hasn't turned in 23 yet, but
To
to the state.
the state.
Mhm.
He said something about that when we had the meeting. That in order to just get those funds, we just need 24, 25.
I know, but he was gonna turn in all three of them. Mhm. Yeah. Because we should still get funds for 23.
We'll do one renovation, and then I have like a little zoomed in spot for this, and maybe three of them. But the problem is
There's a list of
You know
updates over
what
there,
pays
you know,
is?
but I just haven't time
you
to.
just, there's no explanation. of
We've got the new
position.
payroll stuff set up, finished that yesterday.
Yeah.
And,
Because it's like, they'll have like a
we'll
window
run our
for-
first payroll on Thursday.
For the window.
You ready to go, folks?
Yep.
Yes. And it shows the price. And it shows all these pieces, but it's only showing
I'm gonna triple check to make sure this is covered.
something.
We're recording. Town of Tryon Board of Trustees Utility Special Meeting, March 24th, 2026, 6 p.m. after 6:06. First Baptist Church, 122 North First Street, Tryon, Oklahoma. Call to order. Roll call.
James here.
Nathan here.
Heather here.
Richard here. First item on the agenda is proposal of Board of Trustees of the Town of Tryon entering into executive session in accordance with Title 25, Section 307, subsection B1, discussing employment, hiring, appointment, promotions, demotions, disciplining, or resignation of any individual, salaried public official or employee. John Fox, letter of resignation, and B, utility operator position. You have a motion?
I'll make a motion to go into executive session.
I second.
Yes.
Richard, yes.
Keep it going. I don't have an official copy, because he said he emailed it out to you guys, and I haven't gotten a copy yet, so I'm ready to actually read, but I can, if you want me to, I can go over and try to see if it's on this computer. Okay.
Make a motion to re-enter regular meeting for executive session.
Second.
Nathan, yes.
Richard, yes. Item number 1 on the agenda was John Pocket's letter of resignation because of his health.
I make a motion that we accept John's resignation and that we start advertising to fill that position.
I'll second motion.
And I know you verbally told me that April 24th would be his last day.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
in that
Okay.
email.
And is there a pay rate that we're starting?
They haven't voted.
That we're
You
posting?
want to come back to one meeting?
Yeah, he said third and fourth.
Okay, I didn't hear you.
I think it might be, well, John's actually on salary.
Yeah.
I know that when, Kim worked here, it was around 14 an hour. I don't know if you guys still wanna do the salary or how the pay's gonna be.
We'll have to discuss that when we hire somebody.
I think it just needs to be on the qualifications they have, I guess. I mean, I've had no issue with $14, $15 an hour.
Yeah, if you're not gonna list it, we should put depends on
Do you want me
qualifications.
to put like a starting pay and word it some way of like, but also based on experience or
Yeah,
whatever?
it just
Okay.
needs to be based on experience.
Okay. And the closing date is the next meeting day. Okay.
What do you guys think about?
I think,
That's
yeah,
what
I
I'm
mean, we're
saying.
not really having, we need to.
Be on top of it.
Do you remember what the cutoff is for the newspaper? I know it's written down.
What is today? I think
It's
Monday at
today.
noon. I think Monday at noon, a couple of them. I think Lincoln County and Cushing is Monday at noon. Sometimes David at Perkins will squeeze it in there. depending on-
Lincoln County still have to be paid in advance.
No.
They changed that.
No.
Well, Kim had the knowledge and she was running at 15, and somebody that has to learn, you can base it at 13, depending on experience, and then
Yeah.
So if we put it out Monday, it'll go out.
just put in
Wednesday.
willing to train, and that means that you'll take somebody, if they'll take 13.
I'll
you'll
actually
take
send it in
without
tomorrow.
experience.
How long does it run?
However many
We'll
times that we
only
tell
have-
them, it's
we can only
at
do
least a
one.
once a week.
Once
Well,
a week?
yeah.
because if we have April 7th,
Yeah,
that's,
because they'll only be right on time.
that's five.
We can still run it until then and have the closing date as the next meeting, and then at the next meeting after we can reopen it. And then run it like we normally do.
Yeah, because if it goes out Wednesday, counting the meeting day, it'll only be 5 business days.
And then even between the next meeting and the following meeting, if we have to, we can always have a special meeting, like if we start getting applications in.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have a utility operator helper position like we had in the past for mowing? That part
that's
should be
the board's-
advertised the same
That's
time.
the board's choice.
I was thinking about, should we go on and try to do a special meeting and get an extra week or two? Like do the,
I would wait and see how many applications are being
that's 5 days.
brought in.
Yeah, I mean, we do the 5 days, and if we don't have anything, we run it for 2
Couple
more
more
weeks.
weeks.
Because we're gonna pay for how long anyway, on the paper.
Oh, wait, it's you pay for, per publication.
Oh, is it?
Are we putting it out as a helper, or we want to put it out like?
Utility clerk.
What, this is
Well, there's a
process,
helper,
yeah.
there's a helper, the operator, and the clerk, that is all gonna need to be filled.
Well, I know, what I'm saying, because last year, our helper was basically just
Yeah,
one
seasonal.
helper.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, unfortunately,
that's
we
what
can't,
I'm-
we
that's
can't
what
discuss anything on
Yeah.
the helper, because it's not on the agenda.
Right, but what I'm saying is, when we're ready to put it out, are we gonna do it as a helper, or talk about doing it like this, where it lowers the age and we can bring in?
Well, it's just something we're discussing.
Yeah, we'll have to have it on.
Yeah, till the next meeting.
That's just what I was trying to figure out.
Text me and remind me to put that on the agenda, whenever
I
you leave
just,
or whatever. Send it to me.
I sent you the 2 PDFs.
Okay.
That you can print off, and then you can put one in each one of them
Folders.
file up. Look at.
Okay.
They can be modified. I went through several like Elk City and around Oklahoma City and whatnot that does that, and stole off their ads.
Like I said, we just have to discuss that next meeting, can't discuss it right now.
Yeah.
Okay, at the same time, while we're talking about it, on May 4th will be my last day. And the meeting on the 7th of April here.
I looked them, yeah.
I'll turn a resignation letter, then I'll start thinking about advertising for that position too.
Okay.
Well, I have to put in another application.
Yeah. You can come and grab a new one, but we can't get it turned in until it officially opens.
Next item is consideration, discussion, action, we have discussed in executive session is taken care of. Consideration, discussion, action on adding Heather Eichels to the Tryon bank accounts.
And there's no S in Eccles.
Okay.
It's Eccles.
That's what I need to do.
Yeah. Everybody
I
does
still
it, it
haven't
doesn't,
pronounced it
I know,
right.
it's.
I've been
Equal.
calling it Eagly ever since I met you.
Lots of times people put a G. I'm like, well,
I've been called worse.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eccles. But yeah.
I make a motion that we put Heather Eckel on the town Tryon bank accounts.
I'll second it.
Magazine news.
That is.
Should use so desire.
I guess I don't know.
Gee,
I opted not.
Comes with it.
I opted not to be honest with you.
that was all three of them. We have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Last 10 seconds.
Nathan, yes.
Richard, yes. That one's fine, this one's yours. 6:23?
Record.
No, it's not.
But not really.
Close.
Did you initial all this other one?
See ya.
Yeah, we're all done.
Alright.
I'm off the next 2 days if we need anything.
Okay. Probably, I'm gonna go, in tomorrow, I've been finishing the office up over there. So I may, call you in for some things on John's side, but I won't know if I get over there. And I should have an update about the building tomorrow.
Now that I sit down, I don't want to get up. It's because everything hurts.
Been sitting too much today, have you?
Oh God, no.
Today's Tuesday, you're wrong.